Right now, more on the explosion in West Texas.
Also, the Boston Marathon bombing and the brothers responsible.
And the world's oldest man celebrates his Sweet 16. All this and more, 96 News. Stay tuned.
Hello everyone and welcome to 96 News. This is the week of April 22nd. I'm Victoria Garcia.
And I'm Cameron Elmore.
Now to the ongoing story of the Boston Marathon bombing. Last Monday, 2 bombs went off at the start-finish line at the Boston Marathon, killing 3 people and injuring more than 180. Both explosions occurred 50 yards from one another and went off 4 hours into the race. Later on in the day, a White House official declared it to be an act of terror. The FBI identified 2 suspects who had been living here from Russia for over a year, captured on surveillance cameras, and asked the public to help find them. Following that, a firefight killed suspect number 1, Tamerlan Zokhar. Soon after, Boston was under lockdown to find the second suspect, 19-year-old Tsarnaev Zokhar. Tsarnaev was later found Friday in a boat stored in a backyard of a Watertown residence. He stays in stable condition at the hospital. The motives are not yet clear and many questions have yet to be answered.
And now for this week's weather.
Well, after a rainy weekend, you can expect some clear skies this week, beginning with Tuesday with a high of 86 and a low of 63. Wednesday and Thursday, highs will be in the upper 80s and lows in the low 60s. And Friday, expect a high of 87 and a low of 66. For your weekend, expect some rain on Sunday, but other than that, highs will stay in the upper 80s and lows in the upper 60s.
Well, happy birthday and congratulations to the world's oldest living man. Japan's Jerome Kimura celebrates his 116th birthday on Friday with congratulations from around the world and from Japan's Prime Minister. Kimura was crowned the world's oldest person by Guinness World Records last December after the death of the 115-year-old Dinah Manfredini of Iowa in the United States. According to local media, Kimura was living with his 60-year-old granddaughter-in-law and has a 3-meal-a-day diet of rice, pumpkins, and sweet potatoes. Japan has more than 50,000 people of age 100 and more, according to the 2011 government data, reinforcing his reputation for longevity. The country also boasts the world's longest living woman, 115-year-old Masao Okawa.
A powerful earthquake hit Sichuan, China this weekend. The powerful earthquake killed 186 people and sent nearly 8,200 to the hospital. The Sichuan Red Cross estimated that drinking water in Yuan City will run out within 3 days despite rescue workers' efforts to deliver supplies to quake-hit areas. Thousands of emergency workers, including soldiers, rushed to reach the affected zones in the hilly region, but progress was slow due to huge fallen mountain boulders that are blocking the valleys and roads. The quake struck just after 8 a.m. local time Saturday, about 71 miles from the provincial capital, Chengdu. Chinese officials have said that the number of casualties could actually be higher and cannot be clearly determined because of landslides and disruption to communications.
Wednesday night, a massive explosion at a fertilizer plant left the small town of West Texas in ruins. 15 people were killed, 200 more were injured, and over 80 homes were damaged in this tragic event. Among those were first responders and volunteer firemen. Several residents were allowed to return back to their homes this week, but some who do not live in the direct area were turned away. Officials said it could be weeks before those living closest to the explosion, many whose homes were irreparably destroyed, could go back. Dorothy Saluk, who lost her home and her job when the blast went off, was among those hoping to return back this week. The fertilizer plant secretary fled with only the clothes on her back, and she said, "Yes, it's just stuff, but it's my stuff." Sunday, residents of West also packed their local churches seeking comfort and normality. A churchgoer who identified himself as a farmer had this to say, "I lost 3 of my best friends. I should have been there and maybe been there with them. I just consider myself and my family blessed. If you don't have faith in the good Lord, you have nothing."
Now over to Roxanne Garcia with sports.
Thank you, guys. Well, this past Sunday, April 21st, the Miami Heat played against the Milwaukee Bucks. James scored 27 points on 9 for 11 shooting, finishing 2 assists shy of a triple-double, while Ray Allen scored 20 points off the bench, and the defending champions picked up where they left off in the NBA playoffs over a year ago, never trailing on the way, beating the Bucks 110-87 in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference first-round series. Also in the NBA, the Lakers shot 35% from the field in the first half against the San Antonio Spurs April 21st, primarily missing shots from 11 feet and out. Los Angeles had 10 points in the paint but could not consistently work the ball inside for attempts. But Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili all combined for 53 points, and the Spurs win 91-79 over the Lakers in Game 1 of the Western Conference first round. In baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers got a coveted victory, and it did not matter one bit whether they earned it or had it handed to them. What counted was that their 6-game losing streak was over. Mark Ellis drove in 3 runs, and the Dodgers beat erratic Jake Arrieta and the Baltimore Orioles 7-4 Sunday for their first win in over a week. Matt Kemp singled in the go-ahead run during a 4-run 5th inning, and the Dodgers received a solid performance from their bullpen in the finale of a 3-game interleague series. That's all the time we have for 96 Sports. I'm Roxanne Garcia. Back to you.
Thank you, Roxanne.
And that's all the time we have left. Keep it on 96 News for the latest in news, weather, and sports. I'm Cameron Elmore.
And I'm Victoria Garcia, signing off for the last time. It's been an honor to be your meteorologist and news reporter for the past 2 years.
Stay classy, and we'll see you next semester.